5 things you should know before buying on Poshmark. In this Posh Experiences video, I'll be discussing reviews from the review site SiteJabber in hopes of giving new Poshers the tools they need to have the best experiences possible. After reading several reviews about shipping time, sizing, fakes, and lacking Posher customer service, I started to see a pattern forming. I started noticing that a lot, and I mean a whole lot, of the issues in these reviews could have been avoided with some due diligence. Just as with any other platform, you'll need to get a feel of the surroundings before jumping in to make a purchase. There's no application or any type of testing done for anyone to join. You simply fill out the information required and now you have an account. This platform is designed to give anyone the opportunity to be as successful as they want, and just as with anything else, there are some that take this very seriously and others, not so much. On that note, here are 5 things you should know before buying on Poshmark. Number 1, do some research on the Posher you want to buy from. You can learn a lot from viewing the Posher's About page. You'll see a picture of the Posher if available, the closet name, the month and year the Posher joined, the last time of activity, average ship time, and love notes both given and received. I've been on Poshmark for almost 3 years, and still, before making any purchase on Poshmark, I check out the Posher's About page and I take a look at their closet to see their other listings. I look at their activity to see how engaged they are with the community, and I look at all the photos for the listing that I want to buy. It's very difficult to get a good understanding of the condition with 2 or 3 photos. If I come across one like this with a small amount of photos, I pass on the buy. Serious Poshers upload as many pictures as possible. The Posher may not always post 8 photos, but they'll at least take enough pictures at enough angles with close-ups on the fabric to give you as much information as possible. I also look to see if they're an ambassador, though this status does not necessarily sway my decision one way or the other, but it does give me a gauge of how successful they've already been and how satisfied their customers are. Many issues involving shipping, unresponsive Posher's integrity and quality can be avoided by just taking a few seconds to look at the Posher's history. If you're in the market for luxury items, it's imperative that you look at the Posher's love notes. A Posher selling luxury items with many love notes is not selling fake items. Their notes and Posher status, like if they're an ambassador, for example, will reflect this. Number 2, learn the return policy. Everyone's body is different, and Posher's refund policy doesn't allow returns for ill-fitting items. For this reason, you may either want to stick to brands you know very well or be willing to contact the seller for more information if things like measurements and fabrics are not listed. You'll have to be hyper vigilant here and understand that regardless of whether you like the fit or not, the item cannot be returned if it's just as described in the listing. Number 3, know the platform. I think that when a lot of people join the platform, they have an idea that the platform is similar to eBay. Poshmark is more of an open market platform with a strong leaning towards social networking. The Posher has more responsibility in regards to handling their issues outside of a customer requesting a return, and things like sharing, access, self-advertising. Poshmark is set up so that your closet is almost like your own website. You have your own page with your own listings and style, as well as your own customer service practices, as long as everything falls within community guidelines. I think it's almost like Facebook with shipping. It's a mixture of retail and online social interaction. I urge that if for some reason you pay attention to this list but still have a bad experience, don't look at the platform, look at the Posher. This is my opinion, but I think that as Poshmark's algorithm improves, bad Apple Poshers will start to be sifted out. In the meantime, for almost guaranteed best practices, shop with Posh ambassadors. Not to put down my non-ambassador PFFs, but ambassadors are people that have agreed or applied to be an ambassador and have done very well in following community guidelines and being a positive force in the Posh community. Speaking for myself as an ambassador, I really do care about my customers' experiences. I do as much as I can within reason. My goal is to run my closet like a store, and I take my customer service or my customer interaction very seriously. Number 4, no offline transactions. Not to get this confused with trades, that are permitted but discouraged. Offline transactions are prohibited, and if you get a message from anyone asking you about buying something via email or anything else, avoid them. Posh Protect cannot provide any type of support for transactions that are not completed on the platform. As stated in number 3, this platform is more of an open market. You have to stay vigilant and aware. Number 5, contact is a weapon or a shield. As everyone should know, we live in a digital age where everything is saved somewhere, and Poshmark is no different. When you contact a seller about an item or even a complaint, be mindful of this and try to stay professional. I've seen many reviews where the person added all the verbiage they used during a dispute, and all I could say to myself was, what else was going to happen? If you make yourself appear unreasonable or illogical because of your choice of words, this can lean the decision in favor of the seller, especially if the seller has only been cordial and cooperative throughout all of their Posh career. I understand that frustration can birth anger, but this is your money. Don't allow a few characters to possibly get in the way of that. Final thoughts. Poshmark is designed to be a community-oriented platform where adults can discuss and resolve their issues within guidelines and policy parameters. This platform was created to provide more intimate interaction in order to bring buyer and seller together for a more positive and caring experience. It's unfortunate that customers have had these negative experiences. Hopefully, this video will help to provide answers and a better understanding of the platform, giving a better opportunity to have more positive experiences in the future. And as always, have fun, explore the community, create connections, and make some money. Happy poshing!